Is your physical space blocking love? Today, I want to talk about the importance of making room in your physical space. Yes, the journey of dating in your 30s and 40s is an emotional one, it's a mental one, but I strongly believe that it is majorly also an energetic one. So let's get into it. Number one is tidying up. I cannot express to you the importance of doing this. I love the concept of decluttering. Right now, I am doing this video in May, so it's the beginning of spring, which is an amazing time to do some spring cleaning, but really you can declutter at any time of year. So what do you want to do when you're decluttering? You want to get rid of anything that you no longer need, that you no longer use, that is broken, in disrepair. Get it out of your space. If you feel bad throwing things away, you can always donate them and let somebody else who might have better use for it use it. You can be cleaning out your closets, you can clean out your shelves, you can clean out paperwork. And then you can also move that even electronically. So if your inbox has tens of thousands of emails, you can clean that stuff out. You can clean out your phone with pictures and videos and things like that. So you just want to get into the mode of clearing. And once you declutter from your closets, make sure that you take what you've decluttered outside of your home and that you drop it off ASAP. Not like, you drive around with it in your trunk for, for a couple of weeks. So make sure it's really important that once it gets out of your place, that it either goes in the garbage or it goes straight to where you need to donate. Also, just straighten up. If you happen to be a person that isn't the most tidy person, instead of just saying, hey, I'm messy, I would encourage you to just make some effort to change those habits. They could be really small habits, whether that's making sure you're wiping your counters down, whether that's making your bed every day, whether that's, making sure the sink isn't full of dishes all the time. And I really love an audiobook called The Magic of Tidying Up. And it's actually free right here on YouTube. So really would encourage you to even listen to that. That's something that was really a huge shift for me. When I first listened to it, I did a huge decluttering of my space. It's never been ever that messy again. And I was able to just get into some better habits of keeping my space tidy. And now I can't do clutter, I can't do mess. And it really, you'll notice if it's not something that you've done before, it really helps you feel mentally more clear, more relaxed, more at peace. And again, when it comes to love and relationships, it makes room for every other area of your life. It will really make a difference when you have a physical space that is in order. Next, just being clear of perhaps people in your life that are no longer serving you. So this can come in two forms. It could be like people who are mentally taking up space. So maybe you're still fantasizing about an ex that you wish it woulda, coulda, should have worked out, but for whatever reason it didn't. I encourage you to make some space and let that go for something greater to come into your life. Maybe you have just stuff that you have from previous relationships, whether it's gifts or letters or poems. Back in the day, we used to write things by hand. So if there's still some of that stuff that has a bit of an emotional hold on you, I'd really encourage you to get rid of that stuff. And an example that I have is one of my students, we did this exercise actually in one of the weeks of class where I encouraged people to do some decluttering, get rid of the stuff that you're no longer using or that you no longer need. She actually had an old wedding dress from a marriage that was not a good marriage, and for whatever reason she was holding on to that. And that was about almost 10 years that she had it. And during class, she made the decision that she was going to get rid of this wedding dress. As soon as she got rid of it, it opened the floodgates to her meeting new people. Like, she literally met somebody the next week and was able to, somebody actually approached her, which she said never happened, to get her number, and she started going on dates. So your physical space can really, if you get it done, things can actually happen really quickly when it comes to your love life, and again, other areas of your life as well. So anybody who is in your physical space mentally or physically. So maybe you're in one of these situationships. There's a lot of people in those. So you're maybe dating somebody, probably sleeping with them. You're not fully committed, but you feel like, okay, you'll just keep doing this until somebody else shows up. Let me tell you, a quality man who wants to potentially have a committed, beautiful, long-term relationship with you, energetically that cannot work because your space is already filled with somebody else. And you might think, oh, it's only sex or we're only sleeping together. It doesn't, it's not just only, and that person is taking up space with your body, your mind, with your heart, and a good person cannot make their move if that's still happening. So if you've got some of these sort of in, sort of out relationships happening, I would challenge you to consider cutting that off so that you can actually make space for something that you really deeply, truly want. And here's just another fun way that you can make room. This is kind of 2.0 to the, if you've decluttered, if you've made room, if you've tidied up your space, you've got things in order, and let's say that you've gotten rid and gotten out of some of those relationships that are not really clear in terms of what you guys are, but maybe you're sleeping together. If you've got rid of those situationships, maybe you've now gotten rid of those fantasies of getting back with your ex in your mind. There is another final fun way that you can make some room. So one of the things that I recommend that my class do was, if you have, in your room, you've got maybe only one bedside table, consider getting another bedside table, getting another bedside or night table. And you don't want to fill that up. You want to just leave it empty, because this is who you're making room for, your future partner. You could even maybe get a new toothbrush. So just get a new toothbrush. Maybe you put that in that bedside table for your future partner. Maybe in your closet, you finally made some room. You've got rid of some things that you don't wear. How about you just make some space for your future partner when he stays over, that he's got some room to put his clothing. Maybe you've got a drawer and you've got some drawers that you're not completely using, or even better, you make room in a drawer, or you even dedicate a full drawer for your future partner. So that's just another, again, fun way that if you think, in the future when you're dating a really amazing person and you guys spend, some nights, he spends some nights at your house, you spend some nights at his, what are some spaces in your home or your apartment that you would dedicate for him so that he feels more at home when he's there with you? So just something to think about. And that's all for today. If any of this resonated with you, if you have any questions, please be sure to put those in the comments. If you have any topics on dating in your 30s and 40s that you want me to cover, please put those in the comments as well. And I'd love to do a video to address anything that you have questions on. My name is Asha Lapps. I help women in their 30s and 40s who have struggled with dating and healthy relationships to date successfully so that they can attract the love they deserve. Looking forward to seeing you in the next video. Take care.